Ash here, and tonight I want to talk a little more about Nintendo's E3 digital event. When I did that video earlier today, it was to show really how pissed I was with Nintendo. Not so much with the puppet thing, but in general, how badly they dropped the ball this year. I don't think some people realize how bad it was. Review took you to say he said it was bad, but I don't think he quite realizes that this E3, this really showed major issues with Nintendo that I felt like when I was watching with a lot of what they did, particularly with Metroid and the Animal Crossing for Wii U game, that to me felt like they were trolling Nintendo, the console fans of the Wii U. I really felt like they were just trolling on it, trolling us fans who enjoy Metroid and the people who enjoy Animal Crossing and wanted a console version of Animal Crossing and wanted a new Metroid game. I felt like Nintendo was trolling. Like that felt trolling to me. That felt like it was a slap in the face. It really was, and it just pissed me off. It just shows what where Nintendo is. It shows the state of mind they're in right now, and they just don't get it. I mean, that Metroid game. What the hell was that? Honestly, I don't know. I don't get what they were trying to do with that Metroid game. I don't know why they went that route. Not with Metroid. And Nintendo, people have been asking for Metroid Dread. They want a 2D Metroid game on the 3DS, not a 3D one. They want a 3D game on the Wii U, not with the Federation. They don't want any of the stuff you gave like that, Nintendo. Not for Metroid. We don't want that. Metroid fans are, as a Metroid fan, me and a lot of other fans are furious about what you did. Sorry, we're furious about what you did. What really bugs me though is something they didn't even address was the amiibo shortage. You think this would be a perfect time for them to address the amiibo shortage and say those amiibos that are not in store anymore, we're gonna bring to the U.S. We're gonna bring more of them to the U.S. You think they would have done that, but they didn't. They didn't even address it. Nintendo, what the hell is going on with you? What is this? Because I don't get it anymore. These are problems. These are really big problems. And the fact is, I'm not the biggest fan of HD re-releases, but Nintendo, you only have Wind Waker HD on the Wii U. I would assume you'd want more HD re-releases to be coming out because people love your games. Wouldn't you want to get a Mario Galaxy HD re-release for 1 and 2? That would be something I think people would really enjoy. I think you would want that. And again, another problem, the Star Fox, the new Star Fox game. It looks cool. I think it looks cool, but no online multiplayer. Nintendo, how the hell does Star Fox not have, the new Star Fox game, not have online multiplayer? That makes no sense. You would not put online multiplayer in that game. I don't get it. Why would you not want online multiplayer for Star Fox? That game would be perfect for it, and you're not going to put it in there. A lot of people say it's Miyamoto, and he doesn't want to do that. Well, Miyamoto, he needs to change. He needs to understand this isn't his. This isn't the '90s anymore. It's the year 2015. Nintendo. What Nintendo needs to realize is that a lot of people are pissed with them, and I've heard this a lot. I've heard a lot of people start saying that they're not going to buy Nintendo's next console. That's how bad the situation is right now. That I don't think their next handheld or console can save them unless they make some major changes. They're in trouble. Their backs are going to be against the wall real quick because people are pissed. Now, one way they can make a change is one, you need to give us a good Metroid game. That's been something people have been asking for. You also need to do more with your other franchises. Ice Climbers, you need to do something with. Kid Icarus. You need to do more with Kid Icarus. You got a 3DS game, but that's it. You should have done more with that game too. Earthbound, you've got to do something with Earthbound. If the writer doesn't write that, if the writer of Earthbound doesn't want to write that game anymore, fine. You have to hire a new writer. And I personally think if you're going to make a new Earthbound game, I think Josh Whedon would actually be a great writer for that game. I think he'd be perfect actually for to make an Earthbound game. If Josh Whedon were to direct it and write it, I think he'd be perfect to make an Earthbound game. But you really have to do stuff like that, and not to mention the Animal Crossing game for Wii U it's a board game. It's a fucking board game. Nintendo. People wanted actual Animal Crossing games for Wii U, not a board game. I mean, this was just Nintendo. You don't. I really. You just don't get it. You are stuck in your own ways. And Iwata, I've said before, Iwata needs to go. He's one of the biggest problems with that company is Iwata. Reggie's also another problem, and he needs to go too. I think Reggie and Iwata both need to go. Miyamoto, they have to talk. They have to do. If they get a new president there, he has to bring Miyamoto and tell him, kind of, look, we have to change some shit here. We can't be doing we can't keep doing things we have been doing the way we've been doing them. We have to change everything, and that's the truth. Nintendo's in this digital event for them really showed the state they're in right now, and they're not in a good state. And at this point, I think if things don't change soon, their next console is going to be even worse shape than the Wii U. But Nintendo, you could fix all this, and you could start by making 2016 the year of Metroid. At least here in North America and Europe, you can make it the year of Metroid. I think that'd be a great thing, and I think that would be the Metroid fans would really appreciate that if you gave us that, if you gave us next year, and not Zelda. Zelda's had plenty of time. Zelda's had all the spotlight on it. It's really time for Metroid to get the spotlight. Metroid fans have waited, and we deserve it. And eventually you need to do something for our Earthbound. Earthbound fans have been waiting, and they deserve it too. And you have to do something about the amiibo shortages, because here in North America, it is ridiculous how bad these shortages are. And it's just frustrating. And I'll get more into the amiibos later, because this is frustrating with you, Nintendo. Very frustrating. And if you're not careful, Nintendo, you're going to end up like Sega. That's the truth. You need to make some changes. But like I said, I did not like Nintendo's digital event. I thought it showed a lot of the problems with Nintendo, and I do hope they change. I hope they realize these problems and they fix them. But anyways, this is Ash. Thanks so long. I'm out. Good night.